Hello, a slight follow-up video. So 5 days ago, I recorded a video. I feel like shit. I have it up here. Honestly, did numbers, 2 views. So I kind of like. Well, I don't disagree with any of the things I said. I think, although I haven't properly rewatched it, and I don't think I'm bothered to because time constraints. Currently, my dad is out to the dentist, and I want to record while he's gone. But I want to just elaborate a bit and just give a bit more of like what I because on that day there were a lot of thoughts which I had, but I didn't really enunciate them or put them into the video. But they're good thoughts which are meaningful and are important to the sense. So some rough context about the day. Um, yeah, sure. No, that works. In the morning, I had a presentation for class, and I mean, for some reason, I have a bad habit, of making anything seem anything more important than it is in my head, which isn't great. My hair looks so stupid. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah. Um, so I felt really prepared. I looked through the textbook and I'm like, okay, this chapter is about 10 pages or something. I can explain this easily. I got kind of humiliated because they asked me to I had a question on there and I was like, oh yeah, this is an example. And I did the example, but then they asked me, oh, how do you do the efficiency of this? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. And then I was just staring at that and that was embarrassing because I felt prepared, but apparently I wasn't. Also, I had to share my screen and I kind of got humiliated because I alt tabbed and they could see one of my playlists is called Chill Rap, which was embarrassing. Squash my games off. I wanted to play sports, but that was cancelled. I did mention that, but yeah. So then we had to sign in somewhere, and it hailed really hard for 10 minutes or something, while we were outside. After that, it was clear, but for that little bit we were outside, it hailed really hard. But honestly, that wasn't even that big of an issue. Um, so that was kind of questionable weather. I was allowed to leave school early. I wasn't sure if I would or if I'd stay at school and do some work or whatever. So I ended up staying at school a bit, I guess. I was kind of two of my friends were doing some specific work, on some D&D something, and they were talking, and I was just there, and I was there with them, but I still felt like shit, right? I found out that I could leave, and as I was getting my stuff in the locker, I realized already, oh, okay, fuck, I feel like shit. And I just didn't know what to do about it. I tried to stay with my friends so I could talk to them because I thought talking to people gets me in a better mood typically because it gets my troubling thoughts out of the way. But oh, is that whatever? It didn't really help, unfortunately. I wrote a little bit of a rant. Yeah, this conveys the sense roughly. So I'm sat somewhere zoned out as fuck. I know I need to lock in, but I don't want to. I don't want to do anything. I think I just want to curl up and sleep reality away. I don't fucking know. So I know I have to work, or even if I don't want to work, maybe do something I enjoy. But why? So this is what I wrote down at the time. Oh, but I need to. In this fleeting moment, I can't be bothered. Anything and everything seems like an effort, some arduous toil which I cannot be bothered to begin with. Yeah, that was the mood, right? I think I did actually elaborate that, but I just didn't want to. Even, I just felt too bad. Leave it. Uh, so I was just there, I was listening to depressive music while I was the weirdest part was I was at a table. I was here. My friends were there. They weren't that far away. But nonetheless, despite the physical proximity, there was an insurmountable emotional separation. Um Good wording, but I just didn't feel good. And then also, there was a concert after school. I wanted to get, my parents probably would have wanted to go, but it was that day, and I was telling them, and it was booked out, so that didn't happen. But that was something I tried to distract myself with. That was the context. So, what were my actual thoughts? Yeah, since I wasn't really bothered, I just felt emotionally detached. I was talking to a friend a while back, and she said she was really tired, and she just felt zoned out. And the way I described it is, you could reach out, right? You could try and touch. Why is the lens so short, try and touch something, but like you just wouldn't, even if you reach out towards it. Like that's how it felt, kind of. And also, like I was exhausted emotionally and just lying on the floor. I couldn't get myself to start. One thing I thought about was, um, I think this is a quote, was there's so much beauty around me and I don't deserve any of it, which just really sucks because like it's not like I have a bad experience of anything, but I just can't feel good for some fucking reason. And then what another thing was like, okay, there's another reason why I would not want to commit suicide, but like I specifically thought I don't want to commit suicide, but I deserve to be killed, kind of. That was the thought at that point of time because there's just I'm not worthy of such a wholesome and awe-inspiring and good world, I think was my thought process. Yeah. I mean, I was just there, I was rotting basically. Yeah. There was another presentation I had the next day, which I mean, oh yeah, I had big plans for it and I really hoped I wanted to do well. Like, I wanted to do a lot of work for to be a good presentation. But like, in that moment, I just couldn't be bothered. I think the main thing was just an indescribable lack of motivation to do anything. I didn't even want to do the stuff that I enjoy, as I mentioned. I just, I just didn't want to. Think I had something similar in the morning where I just wanted to not quite give up, but just to stop, right? Just to stop everything. And I think that generally speaking, the closest I can get to that is sleeping. And that's, I think, why I wanted to sleep. I said I want to just curl up and sleep forever. I don't know if I've really explained this that well, but maybe I'll have to make a third part even. But that was like some parts of the I feel like shit, but I didn't describe. The sense of the world around me is beautiful, like both physically and internally. Beautiful people around me, awesome, supportive community, and everything. But I just don't deserve it. Was the idea, and the sense that despite needing to persevere and keep going, I just don't want to, and I probably won't. Like it's really hard to describe, especially when I'm not in the same mood. But yeah, thank you for watching though. If you're still here, see ya.